go, go, go. Oh, go. That'll be a sick way to start the video. How's it going? Welcome back to, I think, episode number 5, I think, of this build series like that, of Tegan, our drag car. In the last few videos, we've been working on the car. We've been working on our lovely LS VTEC.
Yeah, LS VTEC.
He reckons it's not LS VTEC, it's GSI VTEC.
No, it's not even GSI, it's B18B VTEC.
B18B VTEC, our engine. Engine's done, and the next part of this build is to figure out what to do with this transmission, our janky looking transmission.
It's been left outside for 6 months.
So what's our plan, Chris?
Just pull it apart, weld up the diff and fry it back together.
Yeah, because we're on such a tight budget.
Tight budget, yeah.
We are going to try to send this with not doing any of the bearings.
Yeah.
We're going to weld the diff.
Yep.
We're also going to add a final drive. Let's quickly go and grab that final drive.
4 final drive?
Yeah. A car's final drive, I think.
Yep.
So it's a car's final drive, 4.4, and we picked this up off Grofty Industries RAM. Shout out RAM, thanks for that. And hopefully it fits today. So yeah, this gearbox needs a pretty good overhaul. It is an S80 GSI box. So I believe the S80 GSI is a bit different to the VTIRs. But I don't think we really need to know about that.
No.
Hopefully just the final drive fits. We're going to give the box a good clean, and then slap it back together, and hopefully in this video, with the gearbox on the motor, we can drop it in for a test fit.
Yeah.
That's going to be pretty cool. So stay tuned. Let's take this gearbox apart. Yeah,
I have zero knowledge with gearboxes.
I've seen them come apart maybe 3 times, but I wasn't doing any of the work, so I have no knowledge on this.
Yeah, I've got.
So don't follow what we're doing here. If we've done something wrong, please let us know in the comments.
Most likely will be multiple phone calls to Kitty tonight.
Yeah. Oi.
What'd you fuck up now?
So we like to send it properly, but I don't think this is sending it properly. This is just sending it.
Yeah, this is just.
Alrighty.
Have you watched any videos or anything of people doing this?
Nope. I reckon we just use this.
Should we call Kitty already?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, you should.
Bearings come through. Is there anything else I need to do before it comes off? Or just a bit stubborn?
No. That's it, it's just been a cut.
Hey. Doesn't look too bad. Not too bad. I was actually pretty worried because I accidentally left the box outside for 6 months.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a little bit of rust in here, but
that's probably what the water maybe did to the oil. Yeah.
Water in the oil has, what is it called? Coagulated?
Solidified? I don't know.
I mean, it looks kind of clean. The gears look good.
Oh, there's the magnet there. What's that?
So there's a little bit of, there's a chunk of something.
Chunk of metal connected to the magnet.
Hello.
Hello. There's definitely a chunk of metal there.
Kill this metal, that's all metal.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to have a good look at the gears. Yeah, this came out of Alicia's car, and it's done 350,000. But the engine wasn't too bad. I think she did try to take care of this box.
It's weird seeing you using hand tools. I'm not used to it.
This piece of metal was floating around the box. Don't even know. Is that alloy? Nah. So I'm not sure what this is about, unless we broke it off during disassembly. Guess we'll find out one day. We need to take the gear stacks off because we don't know where anything goes. Chris came up with this brilliant idea.
I'm gonna wrap it up with some Glad wrap and then pull it all out together.
What we've done as well is just taken a lot of photos so we know where everything goes.
Yep. Oh, there we go.
There we go. That's it. Flip it upside down maybe. Let's go like that. That's it.
Beautiful.
Oh, I think that bearing might need to change, Chris.
Oh, you reckon?
That does not sound good.
No, I think that's fine. I think we're just listening to the balls and the ball bearing move around. That one sounds a bit chunky.
Crunchy, hey.
I think it's fine. There's no movement.
All right, I guess we're gonna send it.
Yeah, 100%. If it has been cleaned thoroughly with some brake cleaner.
And the game plan, what's the game plan?
Just, we're going to preheat it first, because obviously it's very thick cast iron and whatever.
Yeah, it's
so
not normal steel.
Yeah, so we're going to put heaps of heat in there. And then I'm just going to start jamming some welds in.
Yeah, so what we're gonna do, you can see these spider gears, what we're trying to do is limit, well, we're gonna stop any movement. Weld down the corners first, flip it over, weld that side as well, and then we're gonna probably plate it.
Yeah, we've got just some 3mm thin steel plate here. And we're just kind of cut this to size to fit inside there. So all 4 gears are connected in the corners, plus also all connected with this plate as well.
Yeah, and I'm guessing the higher we can go with the welding, we can also add more strength.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last thing we need is if this breaks off and
Going to metal, 1mm drive.
going through the box, we could probably be stuck there if it blows up. We'll be stuck there.
Oh yeah, we'll have to get, yeah, true.
Yeah, so it's got to be nice and strong. That's why we are preheating, and hopefully we can get a really nice bond.
Oh, yeah, look at the blue on the gear, how hot it is.
We've also went and welded. I'm not even going to use the word tack. We welded it down to the casing, so she's definitely not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And we've also decided to continue on with our plating.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe we didn't need it, but you know what? While we're here, we might as well
Something going there like that.
go that extra step, so we can join up all the gears together to one plate, and just give it a bit more bracing.
Try to get some of this, all the slag and whatnot out, because we don't want to obviously contaminate the rest of the gearbox when it goes back in.
Yeah.
So we'll try to clean in here a little bit.
So what's this diff called?
I think what we're going to call it is the CDD.
The CDD.
The CDD. Constant drive differential. It's not a LSD. There's no limited slipping here.
2025 tech.
Yeah.
CDD.
CDD.
Well, we were making epic progress. We were just spinning this bearing and we noticed it wasn't moving very well.
That's what the bit's from. The bit that was on the magnet. It's part of the rest over the ball bearing there.
It's missing.
It just cracked and come off. There's a few other cracks through it too.
Yeah. So I was looking at the bearing closer because it wasn't moving smoothly. And then it was just catching. I was like, all those what are they? The carriers for the bearing is just snapped off.
Yeah.
All of them have been snapped off. This box clearly wasn't very happy. So yeah, we're kind of at the point where we need to get some parts tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll have to
get some bearings from JDM Yard.
If we're going to replace this bearing, then we might as well just replace the diff bearings as well.
Yep.
And yeah, we'll just do all 3.
Because to be fair, they don't sound very good.
No, they're pretty...
I think we were just going to send it. But yeah, I think we're going to need to replace them. We're going to wind down tonight with a bit of Kinney and Black Label.
A little splash of Black Label in there.
So Tony messaged me a couple of weeks ago and say that Black Label's been in the corner for a while untouched.
we haven't drank none of it.
We haven't. What a bit of Kinney with that.
Cheers. Here's to you, Tony.
Morning, everyone. So we are... we needed to get some bearings. So overnight parts from JDM Yard.
Thank you, JDM Yard. Thank you, Phil.
Thank you, Phil.
Appreciate you guys.
Today we are out here because I don't have a press at home and Chris has got one in his shed. And we've bodged this setup up. We've got like all the right tools, but
we're using them in the wrong manner.
This bearing clamp, the bolts are just too short. So I've got a G clamp on there and then we've set it up like this to support the clamp, and then one of us is just going to catch it from underneath.
We're just gonna try to catch.
But at least the final drive, we don't need to reuse this final drive. So if we drop it, it should be alright.
Nah, it's just slipping out of your. Oh,
It's come out.
yeah, keep oh, that's it. Wow. Done.
Chris has gone and gotten us a final drive for the car.
4-4.
4.4. So yeah, going from a 4.2 to a 4.4. This is a car's one as well. And yeah, it should go straight on.
Beautiful.
Alrighty, done. So as part of this final drive upgrade, we also have to swap out our pinion shaft. And yeah, so I remember watching Ram do this once. We have to remove the nut, take the bearings off, and hopefully they come off easily, and then we can just slide everything onto the new shaft. Nice. That should slide out.
What are you doing? I want to get the dog.
And we have birth. So that is our counter shaft stack. And this is our new pinion gear. We are going to try to reassemble this in the press because we haven't touched the stack. Everything is still in the right spot. So we just need to put the bearing, I think these need all bearings back in, put the shim back in, and then we should be able to insert it from the bottom. Let's see if it works. I think I'm in the hole. So, hold on to this. Yep. I have no idea what I'm doing, by the way.
Number 2. That's 80 foot-pound.
I'm sure it is. We'll tap that little nut in. That's the shaft done. We can go home and then hopefully get the box together.
Yeah, do the other bearing in the gearbox, so then throw it all together.
Engine in today?
Engine in today.
Oh yeah, baby. All right, I'm back home, and the plan today is to get the box back together, bolted to the engine, and hopefully dropping it into the Integra. First thing I'm going to do is replace this bearing. So if you remember when we pulled the box apart, we found a piece of metal, and it come from this, I think it's called a bearing carrier, and you can see all these carriers are actually cracked at the spot weld, and it's really not rotating nicely. I've got a new bearing from JDM Yard, so we're going to remove this, and then we can fit our new bearing. There we go. I'm just going to use the old one to tap it in, I think. Sweet.
We're back in Jonathan's garage.
That worked out really well this morning.
Much easier than both of us expected, that's for sure.
Yeah, we're going to assemble the box now. I've given this surface a bit of a clean as well, just so when we go and put some of our Honda Bond on, it's a good surface. Bearings changed. We're reusing this camshaft bearing. Seems okay. And yeah, I have watched a few videos on this, but I know this is going to be a challenging task. We have to get everything in smoothly and together at the same time, and then get the forks in, and then we're going to have to line up the gear selector as well. So yeah, I think I might just put you guys on the tripod, and then we have to work it out.
Oh. Yep. Right, you got it. What a machine. What a big.
Well, yeah. That went in easy.
Yeah.
Wow, me using hand tools.
Oh no. We built a gearbox, bro.
Can you believe it?
I know.
Hopefully the casing goes on.
Yeah, I think that'll be alright. I think it's the easy part.
Is it going down at all?
Not really.
I felt like it was.
you're having problems sliding it on,
Yeah.
you gotta actually shake the casing while you're putting it in. Sometimes it's the actual the selector. With the B should always have a little mallet, just whack it around, bang it around, and then it will slide in.
Yeah. Okay.
Go. I'm like a caveman right now.
So earlier today, you would have seen us struggling to put the casing onto the gearbox, and that was so frustrating. We actually got the casing on and off about 5-6 times. We were getting this countershaft bearing, this lip clipping into the casing, the circlip on the casing. However, it just wasn't going all the way in. So after all the mucking around, we narrowed it down to the differential. So the diff ring gear was not sitting flush with, I guess, the deck of this gearbox. And we have discovered, and I had no idea about this, but apparently not all the B18 bearings are the same, the differential bearings. So the differential bearings that we got are from the Type R S80. Apparently the S80 B18B GSI gearbox needs the slightly smaller K series bearing. So confusing. But by slightly, I think it's like 1 millimeter off. So enough for us not to be able to close the casing onto the gearbox, no matter what we tried. But the good news is that we found out what's going on and we didn't try to force it on. Otherwise, we could have potentially cracked that case. So Chris has gone home. He's going to go and verify to make sure those bearings are definitely different to the ones we pressed on. So yeah, unfortunately, the engine's not going in. But for the rest of tonight, I'm going to be working on our engine mounts. So these are Honda factory engine mounts, and to be honest, they're not in too bad of a shape. You can see the passenger mount is in good condition, no cracks there. This is our gearbox transmission mount, which is also in good nick. Minimal play in that, but our rear mount, which is always the one to go, yeah, it's looking pretty bad. So there's a crack on each side, and you can see that this is just moving around. I am going to be filling our engine mounts with some silicone to harden it up and to make sure we get the engine mounted in there and not moving around as much as possible to get all the power down to the ground. We are using Terrasin MS939 given to us by my good mate Brad from Henkel Loctite. This particular sealer has a Shore A hardness rating of 55, which is higher than what you can get from Bunnings.
What's going on, guys? So I'm just going to do a little bit of vlogging for Jonathan this afternoon. So I'm back at my house, got the bearings off, and you can just see this difference in height here in the center casing. So these ones here that we did purchase and put on the diff, this center casing is 19.5 mil in width, whereas what's come off it is only 18 mil. So yeah, we've pressed them off. Still got the packaging here, luckily. And yeah, we're going to head to JDM Yard and exchange them for the right bearings. Alright, that is it. All the final drive ring gears, bolts have all been torqued down to 75 foot-pounds, and set the jonos and get the gearbox put together.
Thanks for doing the bearings.
That's fine, bro, anytime.
So Chris has gone home. He's done a few trips to places, and he's sorted out the diff. We've got the right size bearing now. So if anyone's wondering, B18B GSI is a K series.
Use a K series bearing, yeah.
Yeah, I'll throw the part number up on the screen. And I guess now we'll just reassemble the gear stack. And then, yeah, hopefully everything goes in nicely tonight.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So, see how it is flush with the box casing. That's what we needed. I'm actually preparing the casing to go onto the box. Something I like to do is a bit of steel wool, just to get the last bit of RTV off. A bit of brake cleaner. Works really well. You can see just this little patch, the stuff that you can't really get off easily with a blade. Wipes right off. Look at that, it's pretty good.
Molto bene. Guys, if you want any JCYT merch or stickers, just head over to the website
Oh, thank you,
and
Chris.
just support Jonathan.
I have no idea where to put the gasket maker, but it's gonna go on.
I'm gonna call Philip now.
Hello.
Hello, Philip.
I've got the wrong bearing.
Hi, Mr. Chris.
How are ya?
You good? How are you?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I've got a big issue, bro, here.
Yeah.
You've got the wrong bearings again, eh?
Oh, what? Serious?
Yeah, dude, nothing's fitting again, bro. What I might do, I might just come. Can you come open up the shop or just come drop the gearbox off there, bro?
Can.
Oh, beautiful, bro. See you there in about 30 minutes. I'm joking, bro. I'm joking. Everything's good, man. Everything's all good.
Really?
Yeah.
I told him not to. He wanted to do it, so it's all good.
Gonna come, but we just give me like half an hour.
No. Everything's all
He
good.
waited for you to get home first.
Alright.
Yeah, we're all good. We did a trial fit and everything's perfect now.
Oh, that's pretty good then.
Yeah. We're just Jono's RTVing up the case now. We're gonna bolt it all together finally, and happy days.
It's just gonna go on your YouTube video, is it?
Yeah, it is. Unfortunately, yeah, it is. You are gonna be part of the video.
Oh, that's alright then.
Okay, beautiful. All right. Well, I hope you have a good night, and I appreciate your help as always.
Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Phil. Bye.
Hey. That's it.
It's funny how the call to YouTube makes it so easy.
Yeah.
It's done. It's together.
That was pretty straightforward.
All the other
I mean,
little...
once we had the right bearings, I think that was half hour and then it was in.
Yeah. Everything else is on. Drain plug and all the other little bungs. detent, spring thingamabobbies.
Yeah. So I've actually, you guys would have seen I went and siliconed our mounts and I'm just waiting for them to cure for another day or two.
Yeah.
So it's been 2 days already. And what I want to do is let it cure. So tonight we will mate the box to the engine and then Friday night we'll just send it and
Throw it in.
just throw it in. Yeah, so that's all we have to do on Friday night. But we are so close, guys. A few months ago I put in not a ceiling hoist, but a little hoist on this I-beam I've got going through the garage. And this has been really helpful. I think I've lifted a couple motors with it. And it's a one-hand operation, so you guys will get to see how I do it in here. So we are going to lift the engine up and we can disconnect the crane. We can put the clutch and flywheel on and then we can mate it to the box. All right, so as part of our budget, we've gone with a used flywheel off Alicia's car. So this is the factory flywheel. We also have a used clutch. So this is a competition clutch. 6-buck, I have no idea if this is any good, but apparently it came off a B series turbo and it had plenty of life left. So it does look okay. So we're just gonna have to send it, I guess. We're not street driving this, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so let's get the flywheel on. Thank you, Loctite. Blue Loctite.
What are the torque specs for flywheel bolts, Jono?
Chrome socket.
Chrome socket.
This thing has lasted a long time, really.
Hello, for Jonathan? Yeah. That's ours.
Thank you, just leave it for us.
Thank you
Cheers.
so much, man. Have a good night.
Yeah, you too have a lovely night. Bye.
No drag racing tonight, please. Tonight, no drag racing, okay? Thank you, boss. Guys, it's Friday night. We're back in Jono's garage. It's been a couple of days.
Mucking around a lot.
Yeah, we've been busy. We're excited for today. We've been up wide awake all day talking about this. We're here. We're in the garage.
Got my clutch bolts.
We've got burgers on the way.
Oh yeah, Baluka. Excellent. Yeah, tonight is going to be pretty straightforward. We have a box which is ready to go. We have the engine to attach it to, and then we can drop it straight into the car.
Scissors, paper, rock.
What do you got there, Chris?
These are our lovely 9-second engine mounts.
They turned out really good. Hey. So they've been curing for a couple days now. I put some. I put them in the sun. I put them in the oven as well, and they are feeling much better than they were before. Yeah. So I think it's about 68 roughly. But yeah, we filled them out completely, and it's sturdy, rock hard. So yeah, we'll get them in the car now. I wouldn't roll it too hard on that thing, mate.
It's in.
Engine's in.
Finally.
Yeah. Took us a little while.
Couple of days.
Mucking around.
Couple of nights.
Definitely get your hardware all ready.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a bucket of bolts, literally a bucket of bolts. Yeah, I still need to get a few things, but engine's in, and now we can start with all the exciting things like
Fab work and intercooler piping and whatnot.
Eventually we'll get onto the brakes, suspension. And wiring.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a bit of a list to climb, and then we should be ready for our first start, but that's going to be a little while. So
yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy the video. Make sure you give it a like. Let us know in the comment what you think we should do next. See you guys in the next video.